Bye. Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
Alright. Pray the lesson go out in truth and sincerity. Holy Spirit of Yah be in it. Most High be in it. Alright, today we're going to talk about, can you hurt Yah?
Woo.
Can you hurt Yah? Mighty Yah.
Can you hurt
Yah?
Can you hurt
Can you hurt Yah? Can't box with Yah. We're going to get right into it. We're going to go to a few points to get y'all mind jogging about it. Job 38, Job chapter 38, verse 1 to 8.
Can you hurt Yah?
Can you hurt Yah? Can you hurt mighty Yah? The tough one.
Job 38.
38.
It's like you trying to put a spear through the fish.
Right, he like a brick wall, huh?
That's right.
Can't hurt him, huh?
Can't hurt him.
Job 38, 1 to 8. Then Yah, the Most High, answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, Who is he that darkened counsel by the words without knowledge? Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. Where wast thou when I laid the foundation of the earth? Declare if thou hast understanding. Who hath laid the measures thereof? If thou knowest, or who hath stretched the line upon it? Whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened? Or who laid the corners stones thereof? When the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of Yah, the Most High, shouted for joy, or who shut up the sea with doors, when it brake forth, as if it had issued out of the womb. Okay, so the Most High is, checking Job very boldly, and we understand that, what's going on in the back story. We all should understand that, because Job was feeling a little boisterous too much, and the Most High was like, who are you? I'm Yah. Now we're going to go to Job 40, 1 to 5. Job 40, 1 to 5. Moreover, Yah answered Job and said, Shall he that contended with the Almighty instruct him? He that reproveth Yah, let him answer it. Then Job answered Elohim and said, Behold, I am bowed. What shall I answer thee? I will lay mine hand upon my mouth. Once have I spoken, but I will not answer. Yea, twice, but I will proceed no further. So the Most High came to Job so hard, just shut him up. You know what I'm saying? Shut him up. Okay. Exodus chapter 9, verse 13 to 16. Job, Yah is mighty Yah. Like a stone wall. Exodus chapter 9, verse 13 to 16. And Yah said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus said Yah of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. For I know I will stretch out mine hand, that I will smite thee, and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. And in very deed, for this cause have I raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth. So guys telling Pharaoh, I raised you up just to destroy you. You're nothing but a puppet in my show. I run this. Yeah. All right. Daniel chapter 4. Daniel chapter 4, 28 to 37. Daniel chapter 4, 28 to 37. And this came upon King Nebuchadnezzar. At the end of 12 months, he walked in the palace of the kingdom of Babylon. The king spake and said, Is not this great Babylon that I have built for the house of the kingdom by the might of my power and for the honor of my majesty? While the word was in the king's mouth, there fell a voice from heaven, saying, O King Nebuchadnezzar, to thee it is spoken, the kingdom is departed from thee, and they shall drive thee from man, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. They shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and 7 times shall pass over thee, until thou knowest that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. The same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from man, and did eat grass as oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till his hair were like eagle's feathers, and his nails like bird claws. And at the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up mine eyes unto heaven, and mine understanding returned unto me. And I blessed the Most High, and I praised and honored him that liveth forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation. And all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing, and he doeth according to his will in the army of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth. And none can stay his hand, and none can stay his hand, or say unto him, What doest thou? At the same time my reason returned unto me, and for the glory of my kingdom mine honor and brightness returned unto me, and my counselors and my Lord sought unto me, and I was established in my kingdom, and excellent majesty was added unto me. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven. All who work are truth, and his ways judgment, and those that walk in pride he is to abase. Okay? And the last one's going to be Psalm 78:39. Psalm 78:39. Psalm 78:30.
Daniel, this one of my favorite scriptures. Daniel.
All praises.
God.
Psalm 78:39. For he remembered that they were but flesh, a wind that passeth away and cometh not again. So the Most High is recognizing what's going on here. Now from all of this, you know what I'm saying, raise your hand if you could hurt Yah. Anybody in here, raise your hand.
You can hurt.
Y'all fell for the tree. Y'all fell for the tree. Okay.
You can hurt them, boy.
The question was, can you hurt Yah? And I read that to set it up. Yah mighty Yah can be hurt. And we're going to see where. See how. Alright. We're going to start in Jeremiah chapter 8. This old mighty lion, this old mighty Yah, adorned in majesty. The only place you can hurt him, where it counts.
All right.
The heart.
All right, now. Come on, Jeremiah. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 11. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, Peace, peace, when there is no peace. 21. For the hurt of the daughters of my people am I hurt. Am I hurt? So, mighty God, out of his own mouth, is saying, I'm hurt. I'm seeing my people, my daughters, being trampled, and it hurts me to my core. I am hurt. I am black. As astonishment, have taken hold on me. So best believe, sometimes when it's raining down, sometimes too much, probably be y'all crying. Now we're going to go to Genesis 6. Get y'all with that curveball, huh?
I ain't messing with you.
See, Brother Rod over there, yeah, I like that thing.
I like that thing.
I know what you got.
I know you can be heard. I'm not going to say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Nah, well, the reason why I bring out this, because
I knew his feelings to be hurt.
Yeah, bad.
It's mine. You can't do nothing about it, man. It's just mine. You just hurt the repentance that he made, man.
You know what I'm saying?
He was hurt when the day of the Garden of Eden, man. What did y'all do?
Exactly. Hurt him to his core, where it counts. And that's what Satan want to hurt y'all. Can't physically take him down.
It
But
hurt
the heart.
Satan even hurt him, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
He found sin in you.
And this is we're gonna start. This is chapter 6, and verse 6. So we know the background. Well, I'll start at 4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of Yah came in unto the daughters of man, and they bore children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And Yah saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continuously. Now, pay attention to the end of that verse 5. The Most High is looking at how perverted his creation has become. And, obviously, the children of the devil, they're going to do what they're going to do. But they're perverting his children. And now even his children's thoughts are just evil. You see a woman in the field, I'm about to go rape her. So you see your brother drop some shekels down, I'm about to take it. You see your brother got paid on Friday, I'm about to kill him. It was all, there's something perverted. Always evil and evil and evil. In verse 6. And it repented Yah that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. Right where it counts. This didn't grieve him. You grieve me. It's like, your child, disappointing you, or your wife, or your husband, you know what I'm saying, cheating on you, it grieve you to your heart. See how the connection and the love, because in order to have this pain, you must love them greatly. To say this didn't grieve him, he said, not only did it grieve me to my heart. 1 Samuel 15:35. Look at all this. Y'all, this is a big softy in a certain aspect. Not in, you know what I'm saying? Because why? He wants love.
He loves us anyway.
Well,
God is love anyway. Man.
Yeah, but he wants love, and when you want love, you open yourself up.
Right.
You understand?
You better open yourself.
And if you let the wrong people in, they will devour your heart.
That's right.
And the Most High got a cutoff. I can only take y'all. Ain't gonna give me a heart attack. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna go full process. Y'all cut you off before I have a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? First Samuel, chapter 15, 35. 15:35. And Samuel came no more to Saul until the day of his death. And we understand Saul was dealing with a lot of witchcraft, dealing with a lot of perverseness. I mean, he went full steam, choo-choo, for wickedness. All aboard the Solomon train of wickedness, non-stop, 24/7. Nevertheless, Samuel mourned for Saul, and the Most High repented. There I go with that, man. I regret making you king because of all the evil you brought, all the whoremongering, the witchcraft. I mean, it was just hell on Solomon, you know.
The body cut.
All that, you know.
Space between the eyebrows.
Talking to demons. A demon was actively on Saul. Y'all remember that David had to play the flute? You know, he had active demons on him. For Saul. And Elohim repented that he had made Saul king over Israel. Because Satan was able to destroy Saul's state of mind to pervert him. And that was just another, because the Most High put all into Saul. And when you put your all into something, especially on this divine level, to see it just crumble right before your eyes, it's like, man, I should have never, ever, when I walked past you, I should have just kept passing. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have stopped. I shouldn't have said hi. I should have just kept it moving. Okay? Exodus chapter 4:14. And I like to read these to humanize Yah in a minute, because you know everybody just thinks Yah is so majestic, nothing can bother him, nothing will hurt him, and so what? I'm a backslider 24 times. Yah ain't really worried about that. He gonna forgive me. We gonna be good. But you're not seeing the pain that you're causing him when you do that.
Had to ask for forgiveness before he forgive you.
Absolutely, you gotta come to the throne. That's for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High don't want to keep hearing that. Everybody got one. Everybody get at least one mess up. Your big mess up. You get one big mess up. Two, okay. You stretching it now, but to do it over and over and over and over.
That's like people that's alcoholics.
Mm-hmm.
They continue to drink. They say they're gonna stop, but they can. Well, he'll forgive me that way, but they ain't never asked. They might, when they first started out, they asked for forgiveness. Please forgive me, y'all, for I'm sinning, and I know I'm sinning. They done did it so much over and over again. They forget about Yah. Don't they ask for forgiveness? But by that time, they full blown alcoholics.
Right, that's what say you want to.
Another thing too, you understand, it's godly sorrow works repentance. They keep on doing it over, that's no godly sorrow. It's really sorrow that you're in that state. A godly sorrow when you know you're grieved and you're so sorry that you are stopped. That is repentance. And they keep on doing it over and over there. It's just an act. It's just a form.
It also comes with understanding that Yah is a being with feelings. A lot of people don't look at Yah, Yah feelings and nothing. It's just about, me. Yah gonna be okay. He gonna be okay. Don't worry.
Y'all good, big boy.
Yeah, he's big boy. He okay. He okay.
He's all mine. He okay.
And it's not reciprocal. That's not a healthy relationship. When you want somebody to feel your pain and your sorrow, but vice versa, you okay? You okay? That's like when a boy falls and a girl falls. You okay? He's bleeding profusely. Go help. You okay? But look, no. Look, he's gonna be okay. Look, boo. You're objectifying this person because they're tougher than this person. You don't want to give this person the care and attention as you would want. You know what I'm saying?
Forget that he's the father first.
Exactly.
God, the father, call the father.
That's exactly.
The father, you want to disappoint your father, you hurt your father.
Exactly.
It's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you.
Exactly. And we're going to talk some more about that. The Most High is stressing this point, like, man, y'all really hurt me, man. And, 4 and 14. And the anger of Yah was kindled against Moses. And he said, is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? Because Moses is making excuses, like, why you can't do it. This was a bad choice of person to interview for this job. I'm not the right one for you, you know what I'm saying? You need to pick somebody else. I know that he can speak well, and also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee, and when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart. So, what Moses needs to be feeling right now to God, he said, no, my brother, everything that you want in that person, he got it. And when he see, he gonna jump for joy. I ain't the one.
But when Moses got out there, when Moses started talking, he just didn't stop.
Yeah.
And he didn't let Aaron do anything except for build that calf and say, this is the guy that brought us out of Egypt.
Yeah, the Most High know what he gonna do.
Misery.
Yeah, the Most High know what he gonna do when he gonna put the spirit on you, you know what I'm saying? But the main part of this, and the anger of Yah was kindled against Moses. Like, man. And it's just not, it's just mad, like, it's disappointment going there too. Like, Moses. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know better. You should know this by now.
Wake up and fly right.
Aren't you the one who they found in the basket in the Nile, and now you're sitting next to the Pharaoh? Can I get some faith here? Just a little bit. Mustard seed. That's all I'm asking for. Just a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? If I can do that, can I get a little bit more faith than, you know what I'm saying? Like, they try to give God just a dot. You know, a mustard seed is too much. Just a dot.
A dot is bigger than the mustard seed.
Like on a period. You know what I'm saying? Mustard seeds got about 5 times bigger than a dot. But that's still very small. And that's how much y'all think how crazy people are. Look, man, just give me a mustard seed. He didn't ask for a tree size or an apple size, just a mustard seed. I'll work with you. All right. I will go to Isaiah. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 4. I have to write that down. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 4. Well, I'll read one on down. Isaiah chapter 5, 1 to 4. Now will I sing to my well-beloved a song of my beloved, touching his vineyard. My well-beloved hath a vineyard in a very fruitful hill, and he fenced it, and gathered out the stones thereof, and planted it with the choicest vine, and built a tower in the midst of it, and also made a winepress therein. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes, and brought forth wild grapes. And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem, and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, betwixt me and my vineyard. Y'all right here saying, look, man, me and my beloved, we got issues. We need a mediator here. Come judge this right here. Hear me out. Verse 4, what could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, I know what I put in this, and I know it should come out. Brought forth wild grapes. What are these badass children up in here? I didn't plant this. You see that? And he said, what could have more been done? Meaning, I done gave y'all everything. There's nothing more I could give you. And it turned out to be horrible. Y'all don't think y'all was feeling some type of way? Hurts. That's why sometimes you be like, you know what, I'm turning my back on you. Nothing more I can do with you. Now we're going to go to, where is that? We already went to, Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 5. See the pain right here, man? Forget, Shakespeare. Yeah. What more could I have done for thou? 2 and 5. Jeremiah 2 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou comest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Verse 21. Is this the right one? Oh, I was wondering, that sounded a little different. Jeremiah 2:5. Jeremiah 2:5. Thus said Yah, what iniquity have your fathers found in me? Woo! What does that sound like? That don't sound like a dictator. That sounds like somebody who's trying to build a relationship. What wrong have I done to you for you to do this to me? That don't sound, this is mighty Yah. Remember when we first started, this is mighty Yah. Crush your head, bust your head like a brick, ain't nothing to me. If you want to go blow for blow, you can't stand with me. Him. But he's telling them, what have I done to deserve this? A mighty, this ain't some simp off the street, you know what I'm saying, who just couldn't, I can go get another woman if I want. With ease. They banging them a door. The Ishmaelites right now banging them a door, saying leave him alone.
We were first.
We were first. We'll do you right. You hear that? Thus said Yah, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain. Verse 21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, wholly a ripe seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? Wow. See the pain in y'all right there? Just hurt. Just getting heart getting slashed left and right. Left and right getting slashed. Numbers 11:1. And in order to have a productive and sound relationship with God, you have to humanize Him. You have to recognize y'all got feelings. If you don't recognize that, you'll never have that great relationship. Because you see Yah is just somebody who just can't be hurt, and it's all good. I'll lie still. He'll take me back, no problem. When I come back, he'll just open arms. He ain't gonna feel no type of way. And that's not the situation. You wouldn't go through that. If somebody did that to you, you wouldn't do that. Like, all right, man, all right, yeah, no problem. Yeah, all right, man. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. You can't get too close to me because you're gonna mess me up inside. Numbers 11:1.
They might figure out they can get close to him, but by the time they think they get close to him, they gone.
Yeah, and y'all not stupid. He's not no Samson. He recognize he wants you, so he makes himself vulnerable to a degree, but he ain't stupid. I see what you're doing. I know what's in the back of your mind, what you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they say these people worship me with their mouth. He's always calling people out. Nah, you worship me with your mouth. No, big Yah. It's real. You're lying. I know the real from the fake. You know a real embrace from an embrace that's dull, or somebody who really don't want to embrace you and got hate in them. You know the embrace. And Yah know the same thing. If you know it, how many more so Yah know it? 11:1. And when the people complained, it displeased the Most High, and Yah heard it, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of Yah burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the utmost parts of the camp. You think the Most High want to do that? He just got finished telling you, what more could I have done? I've saved you from being oppressed in Egypt. These people just coming out of Egypt, getting their backs broke. The Hamites were making mortar out of their dead children for bricks. Every day you wake up. Put that little Malachi right there. Give me that one right there. We'll put him right here. You see it every day. The taskmaster beating you. Just a drop of water, taskmaster, shut up. You see going through this. And then he takes you from this, and then right here in verse 1, and when the people complained, it displeased. Why? What more could I have done for you?
Because he brought you out, he gave you manna, he gave you water, and you still complain.
And even before that, when we get to Ezekiel chapter 16, we're going to see how far it really go back. It go back even farther than that. He did a wonderful thing in Egypt, but wait till we find out what he did in Ezekiel 16 prior to that. Matthew 23, 37. Matthew 23, 37. And the only way you can have a true relationship with Yah is to recognize His feelings. If you don't recognize His feelings, you'll never have a true relationship with Him. Never. You can do everything He say to do, but you don't have no true connection. Matthew 23 and 37. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets, and stonest them which are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathered her children under her wings, and ye would not. And ye would not. Yah has sent Yahushua HaMashiach, one mind, one, you see the Father, you have seen me. So they're operating the same mind. He's letting you know, I long to be this figure for you. I long to be this. Why won't you accept me? Again, go back to that Isaiah chapter 5. What more could I have done? You have somebody's fighting for your love. This ain't just like some simp. Yah's not a simp. The Ishmaelites, everybody, what he says,